I don't know if I have psychic. I do have Psybeam. Can't learn it though. That's perfect. Awesome. Sword power. A lot of setup. Dang, really? Can't learn Psybeam. I make something? That's Psybeam. That's reflect. That's light screen. That's rest. That's trick. And that's psychic terrain. Great. Awesome. Now. Huh. And let's just... Oh. Get Raku back. That kid was 26, so not gonna challenge him just yet. We can go to that lighthouse we saw. Or that island that's over here, actually. What the hell is going on that island? Guess I could also look up if doing the classes gives you anything. Candy, good. I heard a gimme goal. You get rewards. After completing the first 3 classes of a subject, you'll be able to take a midterm exam. Midterm will be composed of 5 multiple-choice questions covering topics discussed during the first 3 classes. To pass a midterm, you must answer the 3 out of the 5 correctly. What do you get? Each midterm exam you pass rewards you with EXP candies. With 5 EXP candies. Small. So each midterm gives you 5 small candies. Each final exam you pass gives you 5 medium candies. Passing all the final exams rewards you with 5 large experience candies. You also get rewards for speaking to teachers. Huh, okay. That's not that bad. Up with leveling up Pokemon. We should do that. Hyper Beam, okay. Giga Impact, jeez. Nice, Weasel. Jesus! Well, 26. Went for bite? How'd you go for bite? I fucking hate you. I don't know why you're going for water gun. Like Gyarados. Real weird. $29. Water pledge, grass pledge, so that's fire pledge over here. Yep, that's a Floette. So considering things around here are kinda high, well, at least the shit up there, I don't think I want to fight that guy. Since IGN keeps failing me, not showing me every trainer on in this area. Wait, did it change? Was I just not paying attention? Well, that Weasel was an encounter here. Fuck. Piece of shit. Piece of shit. And also, that guy is not part of this area, so IGN didn't fail me. At least this time. Smart strike. But their track record still isn't good. Guess we go and do the classes. Yeah, alright. Let's go do them real quick. Also, I should check what my level limit is. That'd be nice. What was next? The 27 for the next Team Star thing. 29 is the next Titan. And 30 is the next gym. So, yep. 27. Okay. God. Here to take classes. Biology 3, yeah. Hello, hello, I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. I seem to remember teaching you all about the importance of eggs in our last class together. On that note, is everyone using their Pokédex? It registers Pokemon born from eggs as well as those encountered via other methods, so don't you worry about that. And, just so you know, I'm the one who developed the Pokédex app. It was way before I started teaching here at the academy, though. Back then, I was a researcher. In fact, Director Clavel wasn't working in education at the time either. He was researching alongside me at the same facility. We got to research Pokemon together day in and day out. Those sure were fun times. I got yelled at all the time, though. Wait a second. How did I get into this? Pretty sure I was talking about the Pokédex. Anyway, today I'll teach you about catching Pokemon. As you all know, a great way to catch Pokemon more easily is to first lower its HP. But there's another way to up your chances of a successful catch. Can you guess what it is? Flick the status. Wow, that's right, Brian. Great job. The correct technique for making Pokemon easier to catch is to inflict them with a status condition. Sleep is an especially effective status condition. It makes Pokemon drastically easier to catch. Really? Do the different statuses have different up percentages? I didn't know that. If you have a Pokemon that can use moves that put opponents to sleep, like Sleep Powder or Hypnosis, filling up your Pokédex will be a cinch. There are other ways to improve your catch rate as well, like using Pokeballs specifically designed to be effective against certain Pokemon. Eating food that gives you catching power works too, or sneaking up on a Pokemon from behind to catch them by surprise when you start a battle. If you're having trouble, you may want to make the rounds to the gym to get gym badges. Earning gym badges will make it easier to catch Pokemon of higher and higher levels. Please do come show me your Pokédexes once they start to fill up. Another day, another enjoyable class. Oh yeah, don't forget, our next class will be a test. Yep, the midterm. Sure, why not? Let's take that midterm. Hello everyone, today is our midterm exam. It sure feels good to fill in all those empty spaces on the answering sheet, doesn't it? Take your time and contemplate each question carefully. What button would you use to let a Pokemon out of its ball so that it can walk with you? The R button. Yeah, the R button would just let it out. ZR would be like you throw it at a Pokemon. And plus is just to let Rhydon out. So A? Oh, A? Combine one letter and one number below to correctly say when and where eggs are found. Combine one letter and one number below? Oh. During picnics in your basket, I assume. I'm not entirely sure because I haven't gotten an egg yet, but it's definitely during picnics, but in the tall grass? Nah, it's gotta be in your basket. That's a confusing way to put it here. A1, A2. Yeah, it's A2. Which of the following is an effective way to warm up eggs? Going asleep, walking around, battling. While walking around. What will not make a Pokemon easier to catch? Give them berries, surprising them from behind, inflicting them with poison, using certain kinds of Pokeballs, giving them a berry. What will make it easier to catch a Pokemon of higher and higher levels? Gym badges. This question won't affect your grade. How do you like the Pokedex? Is it easy to use? It's alright. The last question was just something that I'm personally curious to know. Don't tell the director about it, okay? I'll grade these right away. Feels great to get the test out of the way, doesn't it? You must get 3, Let's see how you did. 4 of the 5. Alright, we did it. You asked to give us this reward. Okay, give me it. Yeah, candies. Nice. Okay, math 3. Why not? Yeah, with miss time. Hello everyone, let's have a fun class today. Tell me, do you all enjoy fortune telling, horoscopes, and the like? I think it feels great to read your horoscope and see that it says good luck is coming your way. So today I'd like to teach you all math while focusing on the topic of luck. Perhaps you have seen the following phrase crop up during Pokemon battles before. A critical hit. Yeah, I've seen it. When a Pokemon attack lands as a critical hit, the damage it deals is increased by half. In other words, it does 1.5 times as much damage as it normally would. It is truly luck that determines whether your Pokemon lands a critical hit or has one landed on it. This can cause a great upset in battle. Does anyone know what percentage chance does a Pokemon has to landing a critical hit? I don't. 12? Sure? Bit too critical. The chance of landing a critical hit is said to be 1 in 24, which is roughly 4.17%. The odds are more favorable for certain moves, though, which is why moves such as Stone Edge and Shadow Claw have about a 12% chance. You can also use a move called Focus Energy or an item known as a Dire Hit. Both raises the critical hit chance by 2 stages. That's a 50% chance to land a critical hit. It feels great to land a critical hit, but perhaps not so great to be struck by one. There is a surprising amount of mathematical probability hidden in Pokemon battles, you know? If you're able to do the calculations that'll swing your luck in your favor, it may open a door for more strategic choices for you during battle. Oh my, is that the bell? I suppose that's all for now. What a shame. Next class will be our fun midterm exam. I hope you're looking forward to it. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. The math midterm, why not? Yep. I'll be tardy. I'm not gonna be tardy. Yep. Give me that. How much damage does water gun do when it hits a fire type? Double. How much damage does razor leaf do when it hits a fire type? Half. If you spent 2,000 Pokebucks on as many 200 Pokeballs as possible, you would get 11. Yeah. What percent chance does a Pokemon use? That is a 4. How much damage does the move deal when it lands a critical? 1.5. All right. Five out of 5. Thank you, thank you. Give me those candies. Battle Studies 3, please. Yep. Another day, another round of battle study. Let's get right to it. Last time we learned about Terra Raid battles. Did any of you have a chance to try them out? Terra Pokemon are super strong, and the more difficult ones will use even tougher tactics that you'll need to deal with. I'm talking about their Terra Shield. What happens while a Pokemon has its Terra Shield up, you ask? Well, it'll take way less damage for one. It has a big effect on morale, too. When trainers see that shield go up, they feel doomed, like there's no way to win the battle. So here's a question for you. If the Pokemon you're battling puts up a Terra Shield, what should you do? Close your eyes and give in. Call your parents, I assume terrasilize and attack it. That's right, your regular Terra Raid battle. You're a regular Terra Raid battle master, aren't you, new kid? Regular attacks don't work so well against Pokemon that have the Terra Shield up, but having a Pokemon terrasilize is an effective method of overcoming that issue. A terrasilized Pokemon will do more damage to shielded Pokemon, especially if its moves use that match its Terra type. Dealing enough damage to a Pokemon when its Terra Shield is up can destroy the shield and break the Pokemon's stance. This means that it is important to properly time your terrasilizing in Terra Raid battles. In conclusion, as they say, fight fire with fire and Terra Pokemon with Terra Pokemon. Be sure to work together with your teammates to smash through your opponent's Terra Shield. Oh man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home, but I guess we're out of time once again. Next class will be our midterm exam. Aim for the perfect score. Alright. Give me the midterm, lady. Sorry to all of you who went to the schoolyard first before finding the right room. I guess we can do our test in the classroom, at least. It might be hard to write your answers out on the field. Alright, time to put your game faces on and do battle with those test sheets. The higher a Pokemon's special defense, the less damage it takes from special attacks. Which of the following has no effect on the move's damage? The move's type, the move's power, the move's name. Well, the name. How many trainers are on a Terror Raid battle team? 4? There was 4 for raid battles and Sword and Shield. What is an effective method of breaking an opponent's Terror Shield? Terastallizing and attacking. What is Miss Dendra's favorite type? Well, I assume it's fighting. Time's up, put your pencils down. I saw you giving it everything you've got. I'm sure you'll get perfect scores. Well done, everyone. You can ask for your scores at the front desk. It feels great to get a test out of the... Yeah, same fucking... I did 5 out of 5. All right. Andy, nice. All right, now for all these new ass classes like history. Whoa. Oh ho, I see we have some new students here with us today. My name is Ryfort. I'll be the one to impart knowledge of the past to your little minds. History is a wonderful thing, truly splendid. The lives of our ancestors throughout history forge the path to the present in which we live. Today you shall learn about the most mysterious location of all Paldea, the Great Crater. As you're all aware, a massive crater known as the Great Crater of Paldea exists in the heart of our region. The area inside the crater is called Area 0, and research of its geological strata and material composition has shown that the crater is in fact over 1 million years old. It was long believed that a certain something rested at the bottom of the mysterious crater. Aha, perfect timing to make eye contact, young Brian. Answer me this. What exactly was believed to rest at the depths of the Great Crater inside Area 0? A Snorlax, a Pokemon, I guess a treasure. That is correct. You're a surprisingly clever one, aren't you? I see you did your homework prior to coming to my class. That's right. Some believe that a treasure more valuable than anything else in the world rested in the depths of the crater. So much for a dream of treasure hunting, though, as a lab has been built in those very same depths. Oh, but before I forget, you would all do well to remember that the Great Crater and Area 0 are both off limits to all those who have official business there, but do not dare entertain the foolish notion of gallivanting off to Area 0 in search for... fuck, I went too fast. It has no place for children dreaming of treasure and adventure. Besides, if it were all that possible to investigate the area, I would surely be the first to do so. I'm all ready? Mm-hmm. That's the end of that lesson. I ran out of water. I got nothing to wet my throat. Let's go, History 2. Today we will continue to unravel the marvels of history. About 2,000 years ago, the region came under the rule of the Paldean Empire. Historical accounts describe the Paldean Emperor as being quite the dictator. The Emperor was zealously believed the legend of the treasure that rests at the depths of Area 0. I must mention that civilizations of our ancestors were not as developed as ours is today. People back then were far more likely to believe in mysterious legends, magic, and beings beyond human comprehension. In an attempt to gain the power to stand against Paldea's neighboring countries, the Emperor sent people in droves to join the hunt for the fabled treasure of Area Zero. Aha, perfect timing to make eye contact. Approximately how many years ago was it that the Paldean Emperor began to rule this region? Fuck, what did you say? I'll go in the middle and say 2? Okay. That was right. The answer is about 2000. That is when the great area of exploration began. However, it is said that not a single adventurer sent out by the Emperor ever reached the depths of Area Zero. It was the punishing journey itself that barred their way. Was it the punishing journey, or perhaps some unknown creature? The resounding failure of this great era of exploration almost certainly heightened the air of mystery surrounding the crater. Oh, what I wouldn't give to explore Area Zero in its untouched state at that time. I suppose I can only hope for the swift invention of the time machine. Time already, yep. History 3. And we got a midterm. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now part of history. Today we will continue to unravel the marvels of history that are presented to us. As you should remember from our last class, Area Zero's great era of exploration began about 2,000 years ago. The era lasted for approximately 1,000 years, but not a single soul was able to venture all the way to the depths of the deepest reaches of Area Zero. Having poured much of its human and financial resources into the exploration of Area Zero for so long, the Paldean Empire fell into decline. 200 years later, or 800 years ago, the Empire and its surrounding nations united into one entity. This was the formation of Paldea as we know it today. Ah yes, this very academy where you're now filling your young minds with knowledge was also apparently established at that time. In fact, the school building, though certainly having undergone repairs through the years, is just as it was when it was built so long ago. This very structure is a piece of history. Things of old are truly splendid. I would certainly prefer it not to have a Pokeball portion, though. I'm a relatively new addition. Aha, perfect timing to make eye contact, Brian. Let's see if you've been listening. Tell me approximately how many years ago was this academy of ours established? 8. Correct. I hate nothing more than a student who only pretends to listen. This academy was constructed exactly 805 years ago, to be precise. In other words, your academy here is 805 years old. At the time, it offered a state-of-the-art facilities and uniquely innovative curriculum, as such people used to say. Those seeking knowledge need look no further than the oranges of Paldea. That's right, they're referring to Naranja Academy. It is said that this proverb of sorts was used outside the Paldea region. Oh ho, is that time? Midterm. Midterm, please. Greetings, my little students. It's midterm time. Yeah. Summon your historical knowledge from the dark recesses of your mind and answer the questions. What time, what was the name of the geological formation in the center of the Paldea region? The center of Paldea. The Paldean Valley floor. The Great Crater. What was long to believe to rest in the depths of Area Zero? A mysterious Pokemon. A school! It was treasure. How many years ago did the Paldean Empire begin to rule this region? 2000? How many years ago was the Academy built? It was 805, right? Fuck, it just happened. Five feels right. Those seeking blank need look no further than the origins of Paldea. Well, knowledge. Time's up. Five out of five. All right. Give me that candy. Thank you. Languages next. Salvatore, huh? My dear students, how are all you today? Feeling good, I hope. Je m'appelle Salvatore. My name is Salvatore. Merci beaucoup. That is, thank you very much for your attention here in my class. I am hero or happy for this chance to re-experience my younger days with all you. Do you know what Salvatore means? It means savior, so just imagine I'm here to save you from spooky new languages. Haha, funny, no? That's right, my classes will teach you all about the various languages from different regions. You may say good morning or hello as a greeting, but people from elsewhere may say bonjour or salut. I've heard there's even a popular streamer out there who smashes several languages together. They say hello, hello, hola, ciao, and bonjour. There are so many regions out there in our world, and each can have their own unique languages. Gracias, merci, sheishe, is it? Arigato, danke, these all have the same meaning. Can you guess what it is? Well, let's thank you. Whoa, Brian, was it? Bravo, that's correct. And speaking up is important in language learning, too. These all mean thank you. I guess some of you probably knew that. At least one of those. Despite meaning the same thing, their lengths and sounds are all different. Isn't that interesting? And now, of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. When you travel abroad, you should try and speak the local language as much as you can, even if you can't speak it very well. I'm sure your willingness to try will make the people you meet very happy. God. Honestly, from my experience, just being able to say hello, delicious, and thank you in the local language will get you pretty far. For everything else, just pretend you're Mr. Mime and gesture away. Oh, there's that pesky bell. Jeez. Languages 2. Here we go. My dear friends, how are you? Yes. Our last class, I believe. Yeah, thank you. Jesus. Today's class, we will learn about a certain word sure to make people happy when you use it on your travels abroad. What word, you ask? Well, you have to guess. Can you tell me what these words mean? Delicious, I assume. Correct. All these words mean delicious. Using the local word for delicious at markets or restaurants is sure to be you get a big a smile. That is, from whoever you're talking to. It'll make communications go smoothly, I guarantee it. People love it when you say, when someone says the cuisine of their homeland is delicious. Who wouldn't be happy to receive such a compliment? The first step to communication is to compliment a person you're talking to. After all, it's not very likely that a compliment would put someone in a bad mood. This doesn't only apply to people in other regions either. It goes the same for all of you too. You can put this tip to use with your classmates. Alright. Compliment each other. God damn it. Language 3. God. Are you ready? My lessons are not a one-way street. I believe I taught you delicious. Yeah, The ammo, I got it. I love you. Fantastic, yes. All these phrases you may know, I think. Why? Because they're all quite famous ways to say I love you. Have I embarrassed you all, my friends? What timid's little rock on? Fuck, whatever. Shy boys and girls, that is. It's so very important to express your feelings about things to others, you know? Yeah. If you get married, fucking let's go, man. This is a lot of talking. And I got nothing. I got no drinks. Throat is dry. Oh God, give me the midterm. Yep. Give me the fucking test. That is... Thank you. Delicious. This one. Which of the phrases doesn't belong? I guess time to eat. When speaking to a person, what is the first step? You gotta compliment them. Salvatore. Come on. Out of 5. Get out of here. Candy, yay. Art 1. Greetings, I am Hassel. I'm the I will be teaching this art class. It's a pleasure to meet you all. Candid for a moment. I imagine that many of you will forget all that you learned in this class once you graduate. After all, you don't need even a basic understanding of artwork, much less a refined appreciation of beauty for most exams or jobs. So is my class a waste of time for you then? I think not. At least I certainly hope it isn't. Think for a moment, all of you. What is beauty anyway? What makes something beautiful? It's in the eye of the beholder. Interesting, thank you, Brian. I didn't mean to suggest there's a correct answer to my query. The important thing is that you all take the time to think about it. Think about why we must find beauty in a flower blooming on the side of the road, for example. Question why the sky is a different shade of blue than the ocean, or why the leaves change color. Ponder the windmills of Artisan and how they move. Contemplate the chilling bite of the waters of Cascarafa. Ugh. I'm sure you will find that every little detail of your lives will seem more vivid, more impactful, and if you take a moment to stop and think, and I am certain that if you stop and truly appreciate the little beauties of this world, it will help pull you through the days where your studies have exhausted you and when work has dampened your spirits. Do pardon me for waxing philosophical. You don't need to understand all that now. To put it simply, it is true that one does not need art to survive, but it certainly makes surviving much more enjoyable. Alright. Oh, God. Part 2, please. Why does she keep saying the teacher's name? Are there more than one teacher of that subject here? Well, class, previous class we discussed with beauty, Today I would mix things up a little, pique your interest in art, Special guest? Oh, Gibble, wow. This is Professor Gibble, the assistant lecturer for today. Now then, Professor Gibble, if you would be so kind as to terrestrialize for us. Its stereotype is... grass? Wow. As some of you already know, Pokemon can terrestrialize if you use a Terra Orb. Normally, Professor Gibble would be a Dragon type, but by terrestrializing, it succeeded in changing its type. So class, what type do these lovely glistening flowers above Professor Gibble's head represent? The grass type. Exactly, Brian. Full marks for you. These beautiful flowers blooming above Professor Gibble's head show that it has now become a grass type. The shape of the Terra Jewel above the Pokemon's head depends on the Pokemon's Terra type. To summarize, if opponent's Pokemon terrestrializes during battle, observe the Pokemon's Terra Jewel closely to see what type it's become, and choose effective moves accordingly. It is my sincere hope that today's lecture will help you all achieve beautiful victories. The terrestrial phenomenon is fascinating and a deep subject to discuss. That's it for today. R3. Hello class, it is I, Hassel yet again. I've been told that my previous lecture about the terrestrial phenomenon was very well received. The terrestrial phenomenon is very well... Thank you all. And that wasn't a new box. In fact, Ms. Dendra specifically requested that I impart even more battle knowledge to my students. So I've decided to take today... that we will take another look at the Pokemon on how a Pokemon can terrestrialize. And of course, here's Professor Gibble to help us. Now then, Professor Gibble, if you would be so kind as to terrestrialize for us. Whoa, Ice type. Now what do we have here? Last class we saw Grass type terrestrializing, but this time we have something of a different shape. Observe the Terra Jewel resembling a snowflake. Its dendritic shape is stunning to behold. It's a little chilly standing so close to it. So class, what Terra type do you imagine? Ice. Excellent, Brian, full marks. The reason there's a snowflake shining above Professor Gibble's head is simply it is now an ice type. And because Professor Gibble is currently an ice type moves would not be very effective against it. Keep in mind, usually they would deal quadruple damage to Gibble. Now here's some trivia about snowflakes. While snowflakes come in many different shapes and sizes, most are classified as hexagons. Just think of it, snowflakes fall from the sky, taking similar shapes without anyone saying they must. Do you not feel the great mystery of nature? Yeah, that's a tangent. I almost forgot to mention that you can change a Pokemon's Terra type at the Treasure Eatery located in Medali. Cool, okay. Whenever we get there, I guess, that'd be nice. On. Midterm me. I need a midterm. Yep. Uh-huh. What's the name of the gemstone that glows over a Pokemon's head when it terrestrializes? Terra Jewel. When the answer to question 1 is in the shape of flowers, what type does it represent? Grass. What shape are most snowflakes classified as? Hexagons. Where is the eatery? That's in Medali. What makes something beautiful? There is no correct answer. Alright. I'm out of here. Say I got it. Say I got them all right. Yeah. Now it's just home ec. Almost done here. Well, at least for now. I assume there's gonna be 3 more classes for each of them, and then the final exam. Baguro. Your time here with me will be spent obtaining knowledge. Okay, many of you have left the care of your parents to live here on your own in the academy. I pray the knowledge I impart to you will improve the quality of your lives and the necessity thereof, food, clothing, and shelter. Of those 3 categories, I assume the most pressing and interesting for you all is food. When you eat sandwiches on your picnics, the HP of your Pokemon will become restored. You also gain something called meal powers, which can provide all manner of benefits. For example, these powers can make Pokemon easier to catch or increase the experience points that your Pokemon receive. I think you will all find the breadth of these effects can be expanded by crafting sandwiches of superb flavor. What's more, there is a certain something that is practically important if you wish to receive meal powers with even more helpful effects. Let's see, Master Brian, tell me, what must you keep in mind to receive even more helpful meal powers? The filling and condiments? Alright. Perhaps you're already aware of this fact from having helped your family with cooking at home? The choice of ingredients, including both fillings and condiments, is an important factor in gaining even more helpful meal powers. For example, using sweet ingredients in your sandwiches will help you gain egg power. Including numerous bitter ingredients will, on the other hand, will gain you item drop power. Learning to aim for specific effects when crafting sandwiches will almost certainly make your culinary endeavors more enjoyable. Please be aware, however, that you may also receive meal powers by eating at restaurants. I must say that I would feel the utmost joy if you all learned much here in class and came to better understand home economics. Yay. I'll make 2, please. Put away your phones, it's time to begin class. In our last class, I believe we talked about the effects you can get from food on your picnics. Yep, it's truly convenient. I'm sure you're aware it's not suited for use in battles when you cannot make food or when you wish to restore HP quickly. In times such as these, you would need to use healing items such as potions, which you can get at Pokemart or the school store. Healing items are immediately effective and can be used at any time when you open your bag. They are, however, consumed after one uses it. Potions restore 20, Super Potions restore 60, and Hyper 120. The pricier the item, the more HP it will restore. Keep in mind how much money you have when you're stocking up on these items. However, unforeseen happenings are inextricably part of traveling from place to place. Imagine, if you will, the following scenario. You find yourself with an injured Pokemon, but you have no potions, and you're out of sandwich ingredients. There are no Pokemon centers nearby. Tell me, Master Brian, what should you search for in a perilous situation with no way to heal your Pokemon? Items on the ground? Perfectly correct, Master Brian. I see you're well learned in survival techniques. If something's shiny on the ground, it is actually an item that has been dropped there. You may find a restorative item such as an orange berry or a potion. You can use the R button to send out your Pokemon to pick up such items as well. And then there are berries, of course. Berries, by the way, are like items from shops. If you let your Pokemon hold one, it will decide on its own when to eat the berry during battle. Letting your Pokemon decide its timing for itself can be quite interesting. At any rate, if you find yourself in need of healing, I suggest you look around. Just start picking shit off the ground. Alright, home ec 3. And then we could do the final midterm. Put away your phones. In my last class, I taught you about HP restoration. I was asked by several of you about power points, commonly known as PP. When a Pokemon loses all of its HP, it faints and can no longer battle. What then happens when to a Pokemon when it loses all of its PP? It can't use moves. Correct. When a Pokemon runs out of PP, you can no longer use its moves. However, each move has its own store of PP, so you can mitigate PP loss by using a variety of moves rather than just one move repeatedly. If a Pokemon loses all PP of all of its moves, it will only be able to use Struggle, an action that only damages the Pokemon that uses it. That also damages. In order to avoid this predicament, PP can be restored at Pokemon Centers along with HP. Items such as Ethers and Max Ethers can also restore PP. Be careful not to confuse potions with Ethers in the heat of battle. However, Ethers are not sold at shops, so you should hold on to them judiciously if you find them. The stronger the move, the lower its maximum PP. Do not waste uses of these moves unless you wish to quickly run out of PP. It's important to find the balance in a Pokemon set of moves. You can also use HP. You can also see HP isn't the only thing you must keep an eye out on. Alright. I'm ready for this midterm. Test time. Which is not an effect of a picnic meal. Increasing speed. Which of the following effects the kind of meal power is received from a particular meal, the fillings and the condiments? Which of these berries can restore a Pokemon's HP? The orange berry. Lindro wants his Pokemon to decide on its own when to use its item in battle, so he gave it an orange berry. This will work as he hopes. True. If a move runs out of PP, it can no longer be used. If a Pokemon runs out of PP for all of its moves, it can only sit there in frustration. False. Get me out of here. It feels great, yeah, tell me I got them all right. Well, all right then. And I get candies. Nope. I'm good. Let's get the fuck out of here. Jesus Christ. I'm tired of this place.